Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will kick off to get us underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Alabama had little trouble the last time they saw the Tigers blowing out Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
Alabama made a statement. They did it from the very opening whistle. They completely dominated the Tigers in all three facets of the game.
And the Tigers fans heard about it all year long. You know Bama loves to beat down Auburn in the Iron Bowl and brag about it for a year. This is who the Tigers respond.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Quarterback checking off. Fast motion from the offense. On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Auburn. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
On first down, here comes this offense. Red pass, it's complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. This unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. Using his legs, it's Young. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy...
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Just steamrolling the defense. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarter. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense with the scoop and score. The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, we have reached a conclusion in the Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out quickly. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up the first down like they did right there.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking to throw it. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice game. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone. Know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back through its own.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Wants to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
To the air, it's Raiola. They've got the screen set up. Turns it on in midfield. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Wide out in motion. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it and fires to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. For Auburn, 21, Alabama, 7.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got it behind the line. It's Cameron. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Thompson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The aerial assault continues. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
They'll throw it on first down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
The give to the single back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return coming here. Signal for and made just shy of the 30. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Brown will throw it. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
That's caught. It's Thompson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Brown wants to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession. You're coming off the field.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, Just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll go to the ground. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He looks that one in nicely. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get the ball.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Young. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. It's 3rd and long. You've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first? Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range.
Timeout, Auburn.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion from the offense. On third down, going up top. Unleashes one deep.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Auburn! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point that the offense they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head and you feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Looking to pass on second down. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw on third and short. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. Brown will throw it. He makes the connection. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man and they convert. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. Auburn extends its lead as the Tigers are turning back the tide.
And I give credit to Auburn, too. It seems like every year when these two teams play, it doesn't really matter what Auburn has done leading into this game. They are able, time and time again, to play their best when they play against the Tide. They're doing it again here in the second half.
And I hate the cliche, throw the records out, but it does matter in this game. Why? Both these schools in the same state. They hate each other. The fans hate each other. Got recruited by the same schools. There is nothing about these two teams that like each other.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Feeling some heat. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hampton. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
4th down coming up.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds him out of the backfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hit as he throws. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Corners are walked up tight. Caught in the backfield, it's Ncaa.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fires to the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 50. The 30, past the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bama!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Auburn! And the punishment has been extended.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just 1 over Marshall. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Takes the handoff. It's Young. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Lets it go. Working that left side. Nothing but green ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown time! great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Auburn 42, Alabama 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The DBs will back off a bit. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They'll run for it on third and short. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm the defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in, it's Burton. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Brown wants to pass. He'll throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Alabama! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Caught in the backfield. It's Cameron. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
And now on second down for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Ncaa. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Brown will throw it. Got his man. The ball pops out. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. I don't know if it was luck or a great... And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll go to the sneak. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
They'll start this drive with a pass. That one comes out hot down the right side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
And right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Brown wants to pass. Dances away. Got out of trouble and throws. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Riley.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
And That incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Wants to throw on second down. The short hands, it's Kane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Auburn.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Past the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Alabama, 35.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Young. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They want to just keep throwing it. And he's got it inside the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
He wants to throw here on second down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
you're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure we're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions.
Going for it all. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass hits, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play